Welcome back to the Friday show, everyone. Well, this year's winter weather has us all running for the door and into the warmth of home. But you can bet you are not the only one seeking shelter inside your humble abode. Joining us today with more on all of those unwanted guests that are cozying up at your place for the winter is Keith Smith from Action Pest Control. It's great to have you here on the show. So we've been talking about heating things up literally. You have something new that you all are offering. What is it?
Well, we've just added a heat option to one of our pest control methods. It's primarily for bed bugs. We can use it for stored product pests, cockroaches, spiders, a variety of pests that we encounter, but it's primarily focused toward bed bugs at this time. Okay,
so bed bugs. Now, we've been hearing a lot about that, especially last year, and of course moving into this year. They have made this resurgence. I think a lot of folks probably never even really knew that they really existed, because this is something that I guess back in World War II you saw more of, but they're back and they're hard to kill.
Yeah, they were primarily eliminated with DDT, and since that was taken off the market, they have made a resurgence. And they are a very tough pest to kill. We have found that they have developed immunity to a lot of pesticides, deltamethrin in particular. So heat is an option where you can eliminate them without using a whole lot of chemicals.
So how exactly does this work? How much heat are we talking about?
We typically have to heat up the structure at about 135 degrees and hold that core temperature for about 3 hours.
Really? So now this is something that obviously you don't want yourself, any pets, anything like that. What else do you need to remove from your home to have this done?
Typically we would ask the homeowner or the residents to remove anything that will melt. Shampoos, candles, things of that effect. Obviously the household pets will need to be removed, as well as fish aquariums. They need to be removed temporarily until we get done.
And so what do you all do as far as this procedure goes? I mean, what exactly are you using? How are you heating up the house? And are you all wearing, just out of curiosity, any kind of protective gear in those kind of temperatures?
We don't stay inside the unit wherever we're heating up. We're typically using a propane unit that will, when we run 2 ducts into the structure, and of course we have to exhaust it. But typically that's the method. Our technician will go in periodically and use a heat gun to determine the temperature on furniture, on walls, and we also have electronic monitors set up.
Okay, and so how long does something like this last? I mean, is this something that folks need to find a place to stay overnight because of the conditions, or is it something that they can just go to work and school in the morning and then come home and be ready to be back at house?
That's the big advantage of heat. A lot of our customers are telling us with the conventional chemical treatments, now we do use it in conjunction with chemicals also, but a lot of them are telling us that they may not be able to rent the room for several days. With a heat treatment, we come in, we kill the adults, we kill the nymphs, we kill the eggs, and it can be re-inhabited the same day.
So how do you know if you have a bed bug problem? I mean, is it pretty easy to tell? What are you looking for?
Typically, the first thing you'll notice is a bite, and it may occur immediately, or it may be several days before you notice it. They're usually very red whelps that look very similar to mosquito bites.
And that's just one way you can tell. You know, we've talked before about traveling. A lot of times the bed bugs are, you know, touted as the travelers or something like that, and they come home with you from hotels.
Yes, they
so
can.
I think that one of the best ways to maybe try to prevent having a bed bug issue is to know whether or not the places that you're staying had bed bugs. But is there a way to find that out?
Yeah, there's a couple different ways. One thing you can do is go to Google and look up bed bug registry, and it'll tell you, and you can sort it by towns, by hotels, and it'll tell you if the places where you're going to be staying has had reported incidents of bed bug infestation.
That's really good information.
Yes, it is.
So now, what kind of places are eligible for this heat treatment? Are we only talking about hotels here, or
there's a variety. Hotels, motels, apartments, nursing homes, assisted living. There's been evidence in some places of hospitals having them. Rental centers are a good place for us. There's a lot of, there's kind of unlimited.
Okay, and I know that you all are still using, with great success, your TermaPest, and of course that's great at fighting a lot of other things. Maybe some things that people are still seeing right now in the winter time could be rodents, different things like that.
Yeah, the most common pest that we're encountering at this time because of the cold weather is rodents coming in because it's cold.
Exactly. Everybody wants to find a little bit of warmth. Okay, well, if you'd like to have more information about this new heat treatment and, of course, the TermaPest, which you all offer, Action Pest Control, you can find out more information on them by logging on to our website, news25.us, and clicking on our Friday Show link. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, coming up next on the Friday Show, it is the best of our city, your easy guide to finding the very latest and greatest of what Evansville has to offer. We've got a look inside the newest edition of Evansville Living magazine when we return.